Hello everyone, Mark here with Mark's Max Muscle, and we have a very interesting combination today, a very interesting matchup, so to speak. This is actually a fan requested idea. Old Filthy, quite a name. Arnold originally was not going to compete in 1975 at the Olympia. I always wondered who would have won that event. Serge Nubret, Franco Columbu, that's right. Franco Columbu, of course, placed first in his weight class and second overall. Serge Nubret placed second to Arnold, so basically they both placed second to Arnold, and they never got to be compared against each other. And I have to say, if there was a pair of bodybuilders that were apples versus oranges, this is it. I mean, I'm not using this single arm bicep as a judging tool. If I was, I would be in trouble. What a difference. I mean, Serge Nubret is so aesthetic. Looks like a statue. Look at those abs. But Franco Columbu, he is like a chunk of iron. He's an iron horse. Not to mention my favorite bodybuilder of all time. This is going to be one heck of a matchup, ladies and gentlemen, and I have to be honest. I put this video on the back burner for quite some time because I actually could not find very many pictures of either guy. And this is an example here. This is the 76 Franco Columbu. I was unable to find a good standing front double bicep pose of him. But his conditioning was, it was pretty consistent. But this Serge Nubret of 75, that was irreplaceable. So I did pick up a few of his poses. So I'm able to throw this matchup on in this front double bicep without a doubt. This is not a good Franco Columbu pose. This is a very good Serge Nubret pose. Unreal. I'm going to mention those abs in every single pose I can imagine. But wow, his physique is centered around those fantastic set of abs. 1-0 for Serge Nubret. And this here front lat spread of Serge is one of many of the poses that I just found. I've never seen this front lat spread before. I could have used this one in his matchup between Sergio Oliva. I believe Sergio would have defeated him anyway. If you really take a good close look, you can see the lats of Serge. It's a blurry picture, but I can see them. He looks good. He looks darn good. A lot better than his other front lat spread. The 75 Serge Nubret, much better than any other version of him, in my opinion. Nothing doing, though. The 73, unfortunately, we're using the 73 version of Franco Columbu. There was one from 75, but the camera angle was very low down, and it only favored Franco a little bit too much. This one is down a little bit too. I believe Franco would have defeated Serge in this pose in 75, though. So I'm going to go ahead and give Franco a point. This is another shot here of Serge that I've never seen before. I just popped up these pictures and just found them, so it's pretty exciting, actually. Look at the traps on Serge. Not bad at all. Almost defeating Franco Columbu if it were not for Franco's big, thick, grizzly bear back. And of course, he is winning in the leg department and the calves. Now tell me if I'm wrong. Is this not the 75 Franco Columbu? Sure looks like it. I don't think it is the 70, or the 81, rather. The legs are too conditioned. And I'm not sure. I don't think it's the 76 either. I've never seen either of these two pictures before. Quite exciting here at the Mark's Max mansion, or Mark's Max trailer. Either way, I'm giving this one to Franco Columbu, but I'm here to tell you, Serge is putting up a fight. And it's less of a battle in the rear double bicep pose. This is a Franco Columbu shot. It's more exposing of the less thick-backed individuals. You can get away with the rear lat spread sometimes, although kudos to Serge Nubret. His trap separation is very impressive. But Franco Columbu, look at his traps. That is Dorian-esque, I'm here to tell you, and rock-hard conditioning. Man, there's just something about Franco Columbu's rear double bicep pose. My favorite, I think, of all time. Definitely gets a point here. We are down to the most muscular pose, which was not a mandatory shot at that time, but don't kid yourself. I oftentimes say this. The judges did, in fact, use this, especially if it was close. And wow, neither of these two guys should do the crab position. just it's just not a very flattering pose at all for Serge or for Franco. Let's see another one, guys. And wow, see, now these type of guys, the guys that are no good at hitting the crab, they should do this like an aesthetic, most muscular. Do battle against those big brutes, those big bruisers, the big mass monster troglodytes. But man, this is a decision here to make. I'm beating around the bush here because I honestly do not know which way to go. Serge, it's pretty tough to beat Serge in this. And it has nothing to do with his height, really. I'm going for the aesthetics because it's two very aesthetic, most muscular poses. But, oh man, what a close one. Abs and chest is all I see for Serge. And I do like that leg, the way it's stuck out there. Franco Columbu presents a very impressive, most muscular pose, but I'm going to give this one to Serge. What a nail biter. Now the ab and thigh, rather. Another fairly close one. I am going with Serge, though. I mean, this is the most famous ab and thigh ever. I mean, Frank Zane had a good one, but he's more known for that vacuum pose. And of course, the thigh in there. Franco, no slouch at all in the ab department. Very good conditioning, not nearly as deep. The ab muscles themselves, though. And like I said, that thigh thrown in there is the cherry on the top. And with that point to Serge, it becomes a tie game. And lately, I've been doing this to build suspense. When it does come down to one last pose, I will take the closest pose and I save it to the end. And as you can plainly see here in the side chest pose, it is a tight one, a very tight decision. Now, based on just the pec alone and the arm development, Serge has this one. Look at the rib cage as well. Very presentful, and you couldn't ask for a better 1970s bow. It's the 70s here. Now, when I look at the overall size and thickness, Franco Columbu, yes, he is smaller in the pec area, but he's a whole lot shorter, thicker, stockier. Look at those legs of Franco. Serge, good set of legs as well. Nice and cut, but not nearly as thick as Franco's. From this end, the hamstring development was good and tight for Franco, but from the front, I believe Serge showed more conditioning. Oh, I'm beating around the bush here, and this is for the big win, guys. Man, I don't know. Who would have won the silver medal at the 1975 Mr. Olympia event? The gold medal goes to Arnold, and in second place, the Sardinian strongman, Franco Columbu. His overall thickness here and throw in that calf. That is just enough for the victory. I have to be perfectly honest, though, it was a nail-biter. Of course, Franco's back development was probably the key to his success in this matchup. Nubret, of course, was able to use his aesthetics to snap up 3 of those front shots in the ab and thigh, most muscular, and the front double bicep as well. Not for that thick back development, like I said, of Franco Columbu. He would have been in trouble. And of course, that side chest pose really could have went either way. So let me know in the comments section below if you have Serge Nubret as the true silver medalist at the 1975 Mr. Olympia event. I have Franco Columbu. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and tap that subscribe button. Have a great day.